As an author, your primary goal isn't to sell books, it's to network. Pause. I'm Valencia Lord, an independent, Torah observant Christian romance author. I write romances of imperfect people seeking the face of a perfect. I'm releasing a Christian apocalyptic romance anthology this November. Make sure you check it out and follow me on all my social media at SAR Publishing. I just came back from National Black Book Festival 2024 in Houston, Texas, and let me share some things that I've learned. As an author, you need to change your mind from selling books to networking with other people. Whether you're networking with other authors, publishing companies, readers, investors, whatever the case may be, you need to see the work that you're doing as networking. When you start to think as a networker, you're going to find that you are making more sales. You are able to build your brand as an author and have that revenue that you're looking for. So, here's some networking strategies that you can implement to begin to build your brand as an author and sell more books. Have a vision for why you are present at that book event. So let's say you speak to someone and they do not want to buy a book. What else do you want them to do? How else do you want them to support you? Do you want them to follow your social media page? Do you want them to join your email list? Do you want them to subscribe to your podcast? Do you want them to know about your next book release? You need to have a vision outside of getting a sale that is still going to support the work that you're doing. Number two, QR codes, not business cards. I came back from National Black Book Festival 2024 with so many business cards, and I haven't looked at a single one. The people that I am still connecting to are people that we traded QR codes, and I was able to follow them on social media immediately. I was able to subscribe to their YouTube channels and their podcasts immediately. I don't care how nice your business card is, because of the world that we live in today, a QR code is what's going to drive traffic to you when you're at a physical live event. And no, you should not have 30 QR codes. You need to have a single QR code that someone can scan and buy copies of your book, follow you on your social media pages, learn about your new release, get on your email subscription list, look at your website, all in one place. So, yes, a link tree is a great idea. And if you look at Linktree's paid platforms, you can customize the branding like I have done with a sunflower in the background, highlighting my newest book release and all of my social media platforms, and it still looks good. I don't care what you say, Linktree is advancing. Number three, please stop expecting people to come to you. You got to go to them. Unless you are already on a best selling list and you have an active fan base, you're going to have to go out and network. You're going to have to go out and fish for the clients, for the editors, for the publishers, for the whatever that you are looking to receive while you're at this book festival or this book event. So, a couple things here. If you have someone that is going to your book events with you, train them how to represent your book. They should know how to sell your products. They should be able to explain what you're working on. They should be able to explain your books. You need to train them. Number two, when you walk around, if you're going to have a business card, have a card, very simple QR code on the back. On the front, you can have the name of your publishing company, your author name, your whatever, a picture of you, something simple on the front, but make sure you're walking around with that QR code and just go and greet people. Have a way that you're going to introduce yourself, which is actually, let's get into number four. Number four is you need to have a book pitch. You need to have an elevator pitch for yourself. So, literally 30 seconds, you should be able to tell them exactly who you are. 30 seconds, you should be able to tell them exactly what your book is about. 30 seconds, you should be able to tell them exactly what your brand is. This is so important. While I was at the book festival, there were people that I talked with for 5, 10 minutes, and they could not succinctly tell me what their books were about, what they were doing there, what their purpose is as an author, what kind of author they were. They didn't have the words for it, which also means they didn't get my sale, because as a visually impaired person, I need you to describe to me what I'm paying for. Otherwise, I'm going to keep my dollars. Now, book pitches is something that I've recently learned about. So, this is something that I'm still learning how to develop. But you should have a one sentence something that you can use to explain your book. You shouldn't have to go on and say, well, this is a magical world, and in this world they have 15 power systems, and these are the social systems in the book system, and this is the plot line. No, 30 seconds. My book is about 10 people who are gaining powers and having to conquer an evil demon. Just like that. Something sweet, something simple, something impactful that will make your reader want to purchase your book, make that person, make that book professional, want to invest in your brand, in your products, in your services, whatever it is. And y'all know this is true because you know how short attention spans are. You want to make sure that you're making impact with the time that you have. So going back to number 3, you want to go around to either other authors, publishing tables, other book professionals such as Amazon. Amazon was present at National Book Festival, KDP, or a customer, and be able to start a conversation with them organically. Tell them very quickly who you are, what you write, and how you write, or why you write what you write, and be able to connect with them using a QR code to get them to follow you on social media, get them to follow you on your podcast, get ready to follow you or join your email subscription list. You want to be able to do that very succinctly. And just a quick little tidbit, you want to kind of circle around where you can kind of lay eyes on your table at all times. So if you need to get to your table and help out the person that's manning your table, or you're by yourself, you can still get back to your table and get that sale, get that person that's coming to look, have that conversation with them. Because some people are going to stop by your table because you have a beautiful table and you still want to make sure that you're able to service them. So keep your eyes on your table, but circle around and meet people, go to them, because as a growing author, you have to build your credibility. You have to have that social proof, and networking is how you do that. Number 5, wear your brand. Now, this is something I've been doing since last year when I first came out on my first book, Love Is a Cult, that's available on all platforms right now. My publishing company is Sunflowers and Romance Publishing, because sunflowers are my thing. I'm that sunflower girl. So anytime I go to a book event, I wear sunflowers. There's sunflowers on my table. My table decorations have sunflowers in them. The pen that I use to sign and autograph books has a sunflower on it. I am that sunflower girl. And this is something that they taught us during one of the learning sessions at National Black Book Festival, is that you should have a consistent brand. Your readers should be able to quickly identify you, identify what you're writing, identify who you are according to how you present yourself. There was a couple who wrote historical fiction at National Black Book Festival, and both days of the festival, they was dressed in antique, like Civil War costumes, Victorian era costumes, to represent that they were historical fiction writers. And let me tell you, it was lit, y'all. It was lit. I knew that was my people when I seen them. So as an author, you want to make sure that you are wearing your brand, and you need to figure out what that is. You need to figure out what that looks like. Man, send me a line, because we can just talk and go over how you want your brand to look and how you want your readers to see you when you out in public. Some other easy things that we learned was walking around with bookmarks and passing out bookmarks. And number 2, having a clear, especially if you're a girl, having a clear shoulder bag that you keep your book in. So as you are walking around, people will see your book and be like, hey, what's that in your bag? I'm being nosy, because people are nosy. And that's a conversation starter. Also, you can wear a t-shirt, buy a t-shirt that says, ask me about my book. And because people is mad nosy, they're going to stop and ask you about your book. These are all things that you can use to build your brand, to network, and to get that sale. Book events are absolutely amazing, and you can put them on without spending a lot of money. And that's one of the things that I love, because I'm a book event kind of girl. So I hope this video helped you get your mind together for the next book event that you're going to go to. Also, in the comments, please drop and share book events that you think I should go to as a Black Torah observant Christian romance author. And I'll see you there. Shalom.